it into camp. This is the first leg of our trip, and we've been traveling for like 3 days. We are finally here in Tanzania to hunt some of the most beautiful, breathtaking ground in all of Africa. So I'm so excited to be honestly on the ground. We're actually going to start hunting today. So we're going to get into camp, get unpacked, get the bow out, shoot, and it's game time. We're going to start hunting. Josh. Pleasure to meet you. How's it going? Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Josh.
I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Ah, that's my brother's name.
Yeah.
Thomas. It's a pleasure. How's it going? Swaga. It's a pleasure. Josh. Dunstan. Nice to meet you. Track right there.
When we get into this thick stuff, try to stay as compact as possible. You'd be surprised you can't even see when they're like 20 feet away. Freaking charge it. Come, so we just need to try to stay compressed. Okay. This is really amazing being this close to these hippos, but there's no way we're gonna have an opportunity here. I'm not gonna shoot one in the water like that. I want to shoot one on dry land, and I couldn't shoot him if I wanted to. But this is still amazing. We're gonna sneak up and get a little closer look at him, but this is actually extremely dangerous. Is how cool this is. They kill more people in Africa than any other species. That's the bull. Oh my God. These things are literally freaking vans swimming around. Oh my God. Come check this out. We'll film the bull. Oh my God, look at the size of this thing. That is a This is the most unbelievable experience of my African life right now. That will literally. So, the plan right now, there's nothing we could do with him being in the water like this. That would be one of the largest hippos ever killed with longbow, if not the largest. It is a giant, unbelievable trophy of a lifetime. Look at how big those bumps are. Oh my God. It gives you perspective of just how little his ears look. See how rectangular his head is? Yeah. Right at the point. Alright, let's not disrupt them. Let's head out of here. Barry, so back them out from the back. Go back to where they bed up during the day. We leave the car far and we walk in slowly. We know he's here. So we'll come in and pick him out and then he's a tank of a bull. That's the biggest hippo I'll ever shoot in my entire life if I get him. Guys, that hippo will feed so many people. It's unbelievable. You have to remember, in nature, especially Africa, nothing dies of old age. So that bull is ancient, and who knows how many years he's got left. And so, unfortunately, the death that comes for a lot of these older animals is one of the most horrific deaths anything could ever have. Something like this. One arrow, one bull is the way that an old ancient warrior like that thing should go out. And it would be just a dream come true to come together. And you're thinking, you see something like that big, there's no way you can kill that with a longbow. This longbow is over 100 pounds with over 1,000 grain arrow. It 100% will kill that hippo. And I made it myself. It means a lot to me. And I'm praying to God I get an opportunity. But in the meantime, we got about a half hour of light left. We're going to get back to the vehicle and move over to some Cape Buffalo areas. And hopefully they've moved out of the thick stuff into some pasture that we can get on. So we're going to go.
One thing that Africa always delivers at the end of the day is the most beautiful sunset you'll ever see. So that is truly amazing.
we're catching up. It's truly unbelievable how amazing these trackers are. I mean, no blood, nothing, just tracking like this through sticks and pressures in the sand. It's truly amazing. We're in a dry creek bottom. We're gonna head up here and take a look and see what we got. So he went into this pool. You can see by the water droplets, the fresh water droplets, he's coming out. So he's probably going to a deeper pool based on this track. I mean, he's a dinosaur of a hippo. This is crazy. You hear this stuff? Wild Tanzania, baby. That is crazy. That's hippo hunting right there. That was an old bull. That would have been an unbelievable trophy with any weapon, especially a homemade bow. I mean, we got within probably 35 yards, but with how big those animals are and the fact we're doing, I mean, this is still 100 plus pounds, but still, we have to be close 15, 20 yards to make sure we get that penetration. But man, what an experience. I mean, good work tracking, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Good tracking, sorry.
I mean, I felt like we were running the whole time, and he was just on them.
And you can't even see the track half the time.
No, I couldn't
so.
see the track.
But you see, the setup that I was trying to look for, if we had a little bit of an elevation point and he was there, he had at least, I don't know if you could see, but he had at least half of his body
at
out, maybe a
least.
little bit more. So I was hoping we could get in here, but for whatever reason, he kind of sensed we were behind him or something, so he started to move out. And I wanted to try get behind this brush here, because even after the shot in this open, I can guarantee you that he would have tried to charge. So if we had gotten within, 15, 20 yards here, you can shoot, and we've still got enough wiggle room to get behind this
brush, create that little bit of
this
a
big
barrier.
log, yeah. And that's really ideally what we're looking for, like I explained to you, because these things, you can see he's aware, he's looking, he's cantankerous. They live outside the water, so they got that constant pressure of lines on them the whole time, so
Makes
just
total
by
sense.
nature super aggressive. So
That was so crazy, guys. Oh, this is. I hope you can just feel how intense that was as the viewer, because that's why I love filming, bringing you guys along, because you get to experience this. And guys, whatever you're feeling right now, that adrenaline dump that you felt, I can promise you, it is like 1,000 times what that feels like right now for me. My God, getting that close to an animal so big, it is just hard to comprehend just how big that hippo really is. I mean, it's literally like trying to shoot through a minivan is what that's like, covered in thick leather. So their skin is literally like that thick. It is truly amazing to do what we just did. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we had to win over a mile. I mean, that fast, just constantly. I mean, his tracking skills were truly amazing. Man, I just can't even, I was just thinking the whole time while we were tracking, I'm like, how is this even possible? Gosh, guys, we're getting closer. I mean, so close. Every day we're getting closer and closer, because that's the perfect scenario right there. We need his body out of the water. I can't shoot through the water with a longbow. And to find a hippo on dry land like this, it's just honestly hasn't been done very much. A lot of the times you see hippos just shot in the water, and that was amazing. We were on dry land, mano a mano with the most deadliest African animal on this continent. Literally, they kill more people than any other animal in Africa, which is pretty darn amazing to be that close to them. That's what we do this for. I mean, this is an adventure of a lifetime, to say the least. We're going to keep moving on. It's early in the morning. This is day 3, and we're getting closer and closer. All it takes, if you would have just stayed there for 2 more minutes, we would have came right over top and had the shot of a lifetime, which again, in the open like this, like Lauren said, I mean, he would have charged us, and this was a perfect scenario. With a little bit of cover, we could have got behind, and then maybe he would have expired before he could have got to us. But I mean, this isn't a walk in the park. This is extremely dangerous, and honestly quite crazy. But man, it's fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I know I am. sandy pool. They've moved on pretty far, and we just been working down the river system. And we come down here and we got one spotted on the bank. We're looking for the real big bull. I can see all of there's quite a few of them, so it must be the same bull. So that big bull's over there. Somewhere, but I can't see him yet. Let's try to get around. We're gonna go closer. We just gotta watch out for the crocodiles. We just saw a crocodile swim through there, and then there's another croc over here, so we're gonna have to get across this. It's pretty exciting. could have shot him from here though, but it's...
This?
Oh yeah, that was only 25 yards, but still it's... Yeah, it's not ideal. It's just a penetration thing. I mean, it's...
We can just try to get back on him and see.
Okay.
And then we'll go have lunch, let him rest up and stuff. It's like I said, it's just hard when you've got a lot of animals as opposed to like this
just one single.
Let's give it a go.
That was amazing, guys. We were within 30 yards of that giant beast. Again, we're trying to do it with a homemade longbow, but it was, we could have got him with compound right there for sure, but man, the wind just switched on us right there. Boom. You could just see it just right to him. They trotted off. I don't think they're going to go super far, but man, this would have been a tough spot with the stick bow because I could have hit him, 30 yards. It's not a problem. And hit him perfect. It's the penetration. Oh, there's a crocodile. Check that out. something with the hippos. That just looked really dangerous. We were about 15 yards from a big mama and her calf. It's amazing. Something that weighs over 5,000 pounds. Yeah, a calf and a cow, something that weighs 5,000 pounds. You can even see that there's a Volkswagen, no, literally a van, a minivan, right there, covered in skin. You can't even see it. I mean, think about that. There's a minivan right there, covered in skin, and you can barely see it. That just about got bad for all of us. This is adventure of a lifetime, guys. Oh, yeah. They didn't go far, that's good, so we just gotta find the big bull. This is good. Yeah, let's do it.
East.
See what that scar is? Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, for sure. You would have had it. Smoked City. Whew. That was intense. My goodness. It doesn't get any scarier than that when you got a 5,000-pound animal that wants to eat you, break you in half. Yeah, we got mock charged, and we were hunting the big five, you know. And I mean, technically a hippo's not part of that, but it kind of is now. And you hunt big, dangerous game. I mean, this comes with the deal. I mean, they're bigger than us and they know it, and they just want to bite us in half. So that was a crazy experience and intense. We're all safe. It's good, but we were all wow, we were close. I got sketchy really quick. hunting whitetails in Iowa, boys. That doesn't seem to chill up your spine. I don't know what will. Yeah, this is getting pretty crazy and pretty dangerous. And so this hippo is the hippo of a lifetime. I mean, you guys see the size of this thing. You saw him yesterday or the day before compared to all the other hippos. I mean, he just was on his whole other class. And I have multiple hippo tags. So I still want to get one with the stick bow, and I will get one with the stick bow. But he doesn't have to be a giant like this to be something that would mean a lot to me. I mean, any hippo would mean a lot to me. So this type of hippo with his behavior, like you guys was just hearing Lauren talk about, he will charge us. He's going to charge us. Unless there's some sort of advantage, a hill, something that separates us. But where he's at, he's on this like island. We have to get in with him. And for me to get the penetration I need, even though my bow is 110 pounds with 1,000+ grain arrow, I still need to be within 25 yards. I don't have to be, I need to be within 35 yards with my compound. So I think I'll still try with the stick bow if he moves and gets into a good position, but it's looking more likely I'm gonna shoot this hippo with a compound. And again, we're bow hunting here. And a compound kill on a hippo this size would be an amazing feat. And I'm very, very proud of that. And I'm not ashamed at all to pick up my compound and shoot this hippo. This is day 3, or actually day 4, of trying to get on a hippo. And this situation unfolding like this is he feels threatened. And if we don't get him right now, he's never coming back. He'll leave. And this is wild, free-ranging. The area we're hunting has no fences. And literally, where we are, if you were to walk the perimeter, it is the same size as the distance across the United States, from coast to coast. Think about that. Wrap that around your head. The perimeter of where we are hunting is the same distance as it would take you to drive from California across to New York. It's insane. So, and still, even at that perimeter, there's no fences. So this is massive area, wild Tanzania. This is not a hippo you get in the zoo. This is not a hippo that eats watermelons. This is a hippo that is constantly terrorized by lions and lives in a threatening environment and will absolutely kill. So we need to play our cards right to make sure that doesn't happen. And we're on the right side of that equation. Okay. Putting together a game plan for a hippo of a lifetime. I know a lot of you guys are sitting over there and maybe you're about to get excited for deer season and stuff, and maybe you never wanted to hunt a hippo or never thought about hunting in Africa, or maybe you just won't have the opportunity. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love bringing you all along. It's fun for me sharing these experiences with you, because I know growing up watching people, on TV, and that was just so fun for me to share those experiences with them, and I always appreciated them bringing a camera along, so I hope you guys are appreciating it. And man, I just hope this comes together for us at the end. There's no guarantees in any of this. I mean, there's no guarantee all of us are going back to the truck at the end of this. That's the reality of the situation we're in. Hippos kill more people in Africa than any other species every single year, and on average it's over 3,000 people a year. Literally, a hippo kills on average 3,000 people a year in Africa. And that's just normal hippos. This is a giant, old, ancient, massively aggressive hippo. So he has no corral.
out of the way, get out of the way. let him turn. Right in that scar there.
Too low?
You think that was too low or good?
Too low?
Let's just listen, guys, please, let's just listen. Quiet, everybody, please. It doesn't matter, don't worry about it. It's just, I want to listen first. Lakini hiyo ingia vizuri, imeingia vizuri lakini chini kidogo. Might have been a tad bit low. Peppo. Let's just listen.
So crazy. I mean, that was full draw and he charged at us. And it's when it's going that fast, you know, you guys see me shoot stuff past 100 yards. We're talking about a thing the size of a van, you know, within 25. When he's moving and all that adrenaline intensity is going on, it's really hard to make it happen. And I was trying to time the shot to where it was perfect and not in his shoulder, and it just cut loose low on me. There's no excuse for it. I might have hit him in the heart. I got great penetration, plenty of penetration, and it might have hit him right in the heart. We're thinking it might be a tick low, we don't know. So we're just gonna wait, maybe see if we can find some blood to give him a little bit of time. It's the most intense hunt I've ever been on. I mean, I've never been in a situation with this much adrenaline ever. Not my brown bear, not my 200-inch deer, nothing. This is on a whole other level of craziness. Was too low. Guys, I'm embarrassed about it, honestly. I don't know what else to say. It was intense. And it was super intense. And the whitetail deer hunter in me, as soon as I got a few inches above the bottom, I just got it loose. And there's no excuse for that, but I think we got a good hit. I mean, there's a lot of tons of bubbles in it. So we're going to be in good shape. I'm going to get back to the front. It was already dangerous, and now it's like at a whole other level.
Okay.
It's still going.
guys, unfortunately the shot was what we thought it was. It was just too low, and I don't even know what to say. I flew across the world literally to come over here. This was a huge bucket list item for me. It was a super old, mature hippo, and I had him within bow range. I mean, close, but as you guys could probably, I hope, get the sense, this amount of stress that was going on during this whole thing. When we got charged multiple times, there's no excuse, man. I screwed up, guys. I'm sorry I let you down. I let myself down. I let everybody down, and I just never have shot a bow and arrow under that level of stress. I literally have never done it. I mean, I've killed a lot of big deer, 200-inch deer, and stinking brown bear in Alaska. Nothing even remotely came close to that life or death situations that we found ourselves in.
He's facing away. Is that where his tracks? There's a hippo right there. That's his neck in the back of his head. His tracks are right in here. Our track. It seems impossible. Something that weighs 8,000 pounds is the size of the minivan is hiding right there.
We got him, guys. The follow-up shot was a perfect heart shot. Perfect heart shot. Yeah.
Quiet.
Perfect. Wow. Freaking kept it together.
Perfect fucking heart shot, buddy. It's amazing, man. Yeah, but he's getting good there, eh?
It was unbelievable. A freaking animal of that size.
Yeah.
An animal of that size could hide right there.
Dimma?
I'm shaking so bad.
Yeah?
There's a giant.
Unamona. Perfect. Ah, what shooting, man.
We got him. Yeah. We got him, guys. Yeah, brother. We did it. We did it, buddy. We did it.
That is the hard way.
Yeah. Oh, we earned this one, boys.
You guys have a
Yeah.
Well done, my man. Well done.
Ruby, what do you think of that, buddy? I tell you, moments like that, it is the most unbelievable stress that you could ever imagine. I've never been in that kind of situation to where
we got it done, where I had to shoot under those kind of conditions. And honestly, like, having equipment that performs great is awesome, but man, there's just nothing that can prepare you for that moment. I'm so grateful we got it done. And he came out of that water running like
that shot, that was incredible.
It's awesome, wasn't it?
I'm really trying to not cuss on camera, but that was awesome. That was awesome. And that shot was in the heart, 100%.
100%.
100%. Like not even a question.
And over half the arrow too.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was like, I think this much sticking out.
Yeah, it snapped right off, right in his heart.
With a hinge, man.
Yeah, that was a little difficult.
Yeah,
but I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I am not screwing this up. I will make this perfect. And I'm like, keep pulling.
We've talked for this one.
We did.
Massive team effort, eh?
So much. All these guys, the amazing trackers, they're all superheroes.
Congrats, man. I'm very happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Monster.
Jeez. It's as big as they get, man. That is a monster body hippo. You know, most hippos weigh, about 4,000 pounds. But here in Tanzania, I mean, these are some of the largest hippos in the world. That bull definitely weighs over 7,000 pounds, probably 7,000 to 8,000 pounds. We're talking monster, old, mature hippo. Any hippo would be an unbelievable accomplishment with a bow, let alone to kill a giant bull like that. I couldn't be more grateful, guys. 100% wild here in Tanzania. It doesn't get crazier than this. Adventure bow hunting at its finest, honestly. I just don't even know what to say. I mean, this bull was extremely aggressive, and these types of hippo, that run on the land. I mean, these hippos spend a lot of time on the land, and a lot of hippo hunts you see are in the water. These hippos have to work through lots of ponds like this, so they're very switched on with predators because they're fighting off lions constantly. These hippos are by far the most aggressive of all the hippos, and we got him. I mean, we got him. A lot of charges, a lot of scary moments, a lot of life or death situations, but we got my hippo. It's amazing. And guys, just so you know, you're wondering, what are we gonna do with this thing? Well, I can tell you right now, every piece of that hippo is going to be used and ate. We're going to have hippo steaks in camp tonight. There's over 300 staff members that work with this whole entire safari group. We're giving meat to everybody, and we're also delivering meat to the locals. It's going to be a huge celebration. We are so excited, and everybody is going to get meat. So let's go get my hippo. So now, obviously, we got ourselves a lot of work to do because we are going to get this entire hippo out of this pool. We got the vehicle working its way over here. We are miles back in here, and they're starting to get it in. And we're hoping to get the vehicle, honestly, right here. And then we got a winch, and we'll winch him out, skin him, and we're gonna show all of it. So it's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna get to see this whole process and how we do this. And because not a single piece of this animal is gonna go to waste. And we're gonna show you guys exactly how we're gonna do it. All right, boys. Well, the truck is here. We're going in to get the hippo, and I'm going in. Oh my God. This is insane. Yeah. Can't even begin. I guess. Oh my God. This is crazy. Okay, go ahead and pull it tight. And keep going. Until it gets tight. To get the rope around it, I mean, it is unbelievable how big these are. Big bowl. Debacle we got ourselves into. Yeah, the rope's not strong enough and the truck's not strong enough to pull it.
Well, guys, it took 2.5 hours. We got him out of the water, and to be sent behind a totally wild, free-ranging hippo like this in Tanzania, with it being a bow kill, I don't even know what to say. Honestly, this moment's so special for me, and to sit here and try to explain it to you guys and just how much this means to me is really difficult, honestly, because this is a dream of mine since being a little kid, and I never even thought it'd be possible, let alone have the opportunity to come to Tanzania and then actually be successful on the biggest hippo I've ever seen. You know, normally hippos weigh, 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, like good ones. And out here, because they roam on the land and just their vegetation and everything, they grow a lot bigger. These are some of the biggest hippos in the world in Tanzania. And this guy is probably over 8,000 pounds. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you guys can see the teeth. I mean, look at the size of these tusks. This is just unbelievable. And what's so cool about hippos is whatever you see on the outside, there is that much tusk on the inside. So we're talking like 20+ inch tusks. It's just giant. And Lauren, he's our PH here. He's helping. He come on in, Lauren, and check this out. And he's gonna help us, kind of go through the characteristics of an old bull and just kind of why this bull is as special as he is. Because honestly, you're obviously an expert with all this, and I'd love kind of your opinion and everything. Yeah, let's start with his teeth.
So let's actually start with the face. So the first thing, as you can remember, because you can't obviously see the tusk when he's in the water.
Right.
The first thing we're looking at is the facial characteristics. So, like I explained to you, this massive diamond shape that he has on his forehead is extremely indented, which shows age, and that usually happens over time.
Right.
The second thing that we look for are these bumps, what we call these nodules here. And judging by how much that tusk protrudes out, that's how we judge how big the hippo is in terms of tusks.
Yeah, because when his mouth's closed, you obviously can't see these.
You can't
so
see
then
that.
Based on how high that is pushed up is based on how
Absolutely.
long that tusk is.
If you look at this tusk, look how worn the tips of the tusks are. And remember, I showed you the top tusks, which are these ones right here.
Yeah,
these
here,
are
let's show you on this side, guys.
These are completely worn down. All of these tusks here are completely worn. If you look inside, these are all the molars inside. And look how worn these are worn almost an inch or to an inch and a half, which shows how old this hippo is.
Oh, and he's even missing one on this side.
Yeah, he's missing one on that side. So a hippo like this is probably about 40 to 41 years of age, which is about as old as hippos get. Especially here in the Selous, there's such a large population of them, and because it's got such a large carrying capacity, they're all fighting for breeding rights.
Makes sense.
And so a hippo bull like this probably got kicked out a while ago. You can see from all the scars on his body.
Right.
And that's why they come into these places like this on dry land where, they don't have to fight and they just live out the rest of their years. So in terms of the type of hippo to take, you couldn't have picked a better hippo to harvest.
Yeah, and guys, what you have to realize, in the wild, nothing dies of old age.
No.
So at this bull is at his or past his prime, and you could tell by how much fighting he has. And so when nothing dies of old age, what they die from is a horrible, horrific death. I mean, because this being a dryland hippo, every year he's fighting off lions and everything else, and at some point he's going to get to where he can't fight them off, and they'll eventually get him.
Absolutely.
And that's just not the way an old warrior like this deserves to go. And you can even see on this side this giant scar. I mean, that is unbelievably massive and deep, and that is from a tusk, right? Going in.
Absolutely, and that's a reason. One of the reasons why he was so aggressive.
That makes sense.
Whenever a hippo is injured or hurt, they usually are extremely aggressive. But look at all of these scars.
Oh yeah, come on this side, guys. Check this out.
If you look at all these scars and look how they've healed. So the hippo itself secretes an oil that acts like an antibiotic, and that's why all of these wounds, you can see they have these massive lacerations, but it's actually able to heal quicker than what you would expect.
That's crazy.
That oil also acts as a sunscreen, so to prevent them from
hippos
getting
can
too
get
much sun.
sunburned.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and so you guys can see there's literally dozens of scars on this. I mean, this is an old hippo. And as you guys have seen from this hunt, it was insanely aggressive. I mean, even from the very beginning, from the first time when we got in there and he caught our wind and he was just huffing, oof, oof, standing his ground.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was truly amazing experience, and I tried to prepare mentally for this. Honestly, I really did. I mean, it was one of those situations where you just can't.
No,
I mean, you
can't.
think you can handle yourself under pressure, and I thought I could, and honestly, I rushed the first shot, you know, and I hit him just a few inches too low, and we'll know anatomy-wise once we quarter him up and get in there, but I just hit him a little low, and that second shot, I was not going to let that happen again. You know, I was prepared, I was ready,
Right.
and we made that perfect heart shot on the second shot, and man, honestly, he didn't even act hurt from the first one.
No, he didn't.
You know,
He
'cause-
didn't. He went a long ways too.
Yeah, I mean, we tracked him a long ways. Thank goodness for the great trackers, and they were able to keep on him. But he didn't act like a wounded bull by any means. You know, an arrow not put into the vitals would be similar to us getting a splinter, and it's aggravating and annoying, but you're not like suffering.
Absolutely.
And that was kind of what the situation was with that first shot. Now the second shot was right in there, top of the heart, if not in the middle of the heart, and that's why he was able to expire so fast, which is great. And honestly, to take an animal so big with just a bow and arrow, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it's just, I had no idea how big these things were. I mean, it seems impossible to do it with a bow. But man, I appreciate you believing me.
Hey,
And-
you got it
yeah.
done, Josh. And this is the way to hunt hippo on dry land.
Yeah.
In terms of trying to make it more ethical and fair chase, I mean, you think of the challenges that we experienced, the mock charges, and really, we were on even ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shooting a hippo that's in the water, there's nothing really sporting about it. It's not what we
Right.
consider fair chase.
Yeah, because hippos go to water because that's where nothing
their
can
safety.
attack them. So
That's their safety.
they let you get close, and we obviously didn't shoot him in the water either times, and that's just kind of the way that it goes, you know. And that's why I wanted to do a hippo hunt here in Tanzania on dry land, because this is one of the only places in the world where you can they travel so far on dry land. They're not just in a river system, and so that's pretty awesome to be able to do that, and especially to get a hippo of this size and this caliber.
Absolutely. Well done.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, man, it's awesome. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We have a lot of African safari hunts coming your way. This is the first animal in Tanzania, and I couldn't be more proud. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button here on YouTube. You know, Sarah and I post all this content for free, so I hope you just do that for us in return. As big as they get, man. That is a monster body hippo. I mean, these are some of the largest hippos in the world. That bull definitely weighs over 7,000 pounds, probably 7,000 to 8,000 pounds. We're talking monster, old, mature hippo. Any hippo would be an unbelievable accomplishment with a bow, let alone to kill a giant bull like that. I couldn't be more grateful, guys. 100% wild here in Tanzania. It doesn't get crazier than this. Come on. We got him. Yeah. We got him, guys. I couldn't be more grateful, guys. 100% wild here in Tanzania. It doesn't get crazier than this. Adventure bow hunting at its finest, honestly.